CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to go over some tips for the Beastly Mega Crab. And the dev build isn't working for me right now. Not that it's a big deal. We all know what the Beastly Mega Crab is going to entail. So we're going to go over some tips and tricks to help you guys maximize your time on the Beastly Crab. So you guys haven't already, appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to use that code CHICKEN in the shop. We got some new shop offers today. Let's check these out real quick, like on our way to the code CHICKEN. Build more, and build more. So these are actually extra builder for 7 days. That's a good one because the crab's coming up. Wait until the crab starts to get it so you can make sure you lose, or sorry, you don't want to lose. Use all your resources. And I don't mind the time saver one. I would probably skip the $3.99 one. That's not really great value for the money. But if you buy them, appreciate it if you throw the code CHICKEN in the shop. So yeah, today we're going to talk about the Beastly Mega Crab. So the Beastly Mega Crab, it does not contain any boosts. So this is a little bit different than what we're used to. Now, this is how the Mega Crab used to be back in, like, I don't know, 2019 or so. I forget exactly when they started making boosts for it. Like, the crab got exponentially easier compared to what it used to be. And if you factor in, the biggest change for the crab over the years was instant training. Because before, you had to attack the whatever base came up with the troops that you had, right? You couldn't re-roll and get new ones. You had to just attack it with what you had. Instant training allows you to form troops or to pick troops that are really good against that base, or that make more sense to use against that base. So the Beastly Crab is kind of cool because it does take us a little bit back to that in a sense. And yeah, so the most important thing that you can do before the Beastly Crab is make sure you got all your troop upgrades. If you can get any offensive upgrades done before the crab, that is going to be a big benefit. Why? Because we don't have any other boosts. The next is, obviously, you're going to want to boost if you can. Boosting for the crab is probably the most efficient way of using your power powders in all of Boom Beach. I would say just the sheer loot and resources that you get from it is pretty unmatched. I always play the crab even if I'm busy or whatever or don't want to play it. I always do it to at least level 30 or something like that, just to get everything. I mean, you get powder from it, you get tons of power stones, you can get quick, easy upgrades, so it's always a good idea to at least play the crab, even if you are a bit pressed for time and can't really push on it. So, getting any troop upgrades done in advance, always a good idea. It's a good way to prepare for the crab in general. What do we want to do here? I was thinking, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do medics. I hope I reloaded my troops first. Yes, I did. And another good tip is spending all of your loot before the crab lands. Just so, the resources are nice and depleted, ready to get filled up really quickly, and then you're not, after stage 1 or 2, doing an upgrade that prevents you, and then you're full again by stage whatever, 15, 18, 20, and then it prevents you from just kind of maximizing that time. The extra builders will definitely help with that if you can afford it. Again, good bang for your buck. It's something you want to take advantage of generally. Ooh, 23% troop damage. Look at all these crappy statues. Alright, let's go magma. Add to queue. Go magma again. And we'll go Gunboat Masterpiece, which I don't know why we're doing because I've already got a 42% GBE and 31% troop damage and a 33% troop health. We could increase that. But that's beside the point. So stuff specific to the Beastly Crab is making sure that you have a good meta picked out, a good troop meta. So what I'm using right now is not really the crab meta. This really isn't either. Laser Rangers are really good. Scorchers are really good because you get 2 per boat. Bombers are definitely a great crab troop, don't get me wrong. You can also use warriors at the very beginning just for like quick early wins. But something like this is pretty bulletproof in terms of just being able to blindly go in on stages and, you know, not have to worry too much about stuff. The biggest thing is when I do this, I like to get some riflemen out with Kavan. I find that helps just with the bombers stepping over mines and even Kavan stepping over mines that he's trying to do. It can make a big difference just having that the individual guys running around. Okay, there we go. I don't know where Kavan is. He's right in the middle. So save for another shock. Already got it. And just something easy like this that you can just kind of free roll. And if you don't have instant training, you want something where the troops aren't going to die. Scorcher tank used to be really good for the Mega Crab, but tanks are pretty much obsolete these days on max level bases just because there's so many better options with Laser Rangers or Bombardiers. I mean, bombers are basically a supercharged version of tanks, right? The only benefit tanks have is they're better for splash damage, but so much slower. Getting the range from the bombers really does make a big difference. So, yeah. Let's go all the troops back here. And a little shock over there. And now we can flare too. And bing, bam, boom. Bombs away. So something like that, even though we did lose Scorchers, so it's going to be kind of expensive. I would say it's a little bit harder on the main base to use these types of attacks just because it's so wide open opposed to Crab. Or sorry, it's so condensed compared to Crab. Like bombers aren't as good in against these bases as maybe Laser Rangers would be. So we'll switch over to Laser Rangers real quick. Again, another great Crab troop. The rocket choppers, I don't know. I feel like the rocket choppers just don't do enough damage unless you've got crazy boosts or something like that. They're gonna struggle because there's usually a lot of doom cannons and single target and blah 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 that the rocket choppers kind of struggle against. So yeah. All right, let's dive back in here. I think this was the front loaded one. This guy's got no loot. And just make sure, guys, when you're doing the Crab, I know it can be kind of all-consuming on your Boom Beach time, but really take the time to go out and clear your map because that's when players are going to have the absolute most loot. Like, a lot of bases will be stacked. I used to call it whale hunting. I do, like, videos right when the Crab ended, and then you want the bases to refresh with everyone that's got all the loot from just finishing the Crab, right? So just make sure you're actively clearing your base. I mean, a lot of these tips just come down to playing the game, yeah, but, you know, it's helpful to be mindful of some of this stuff. Let's go a bunch of artilleries, boom, 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 and there we go. So you see that guy was all loaded up at the front, so that was super easy for the Laser Rangers to get through. So, yeah, just doing stuff like that. Just being mindful. If you do have instant training, you know, you can make those changes. Obviously, that's a good deal too, especially on the Beast of the Crab because we don't have those extra boosts, we don't have the extra Gunboat ability. So I hope that helps you guys out. Let me know what you think down below. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next one. Check it out. Bear.